Oh, she's a brick. Ow. She's mighty, mighty. I just letting it all hang out. Brick. Ow. This is how the story goes. She knows she's got everything that a bottom needs to get a man. Hey, hey, how can she lose with the stuff she used? 36, 24, 36. Ow, what a winning hand. She's a brick. Ow. Hey, like lazy fact, that's a fact. She ain't holding nothing back. Ow. I shake a boom, I shake a boom, boom. I shake a boom, I shake a boom, boom, boom. I shake a boom, I shake a boom, boom. Ha ha ha. Good morning, people. Happy Sunday morning. Praise God. All right, y'all not in my chat, so I guess it's the YouTube thing. I want to talk about this Shawn Bradley and this surgery of his, because the whole point of lipo, when they suck the fat out your ass, you're supposed to be at your best when you get off the table. So there's no need. We ain't got to wait for months and months and months while he goes to the gym. We ain't got to wait while he does no walking. The best he gonna look is the moment he walks out of the hospital, right? Am I right or am I wrong? The boy was on here yesterday talking about he's going out here, he's going to get massages and he's going to the store and now he's planning to make barbecue and doing all this kind of shit. So he's up and moving around, right? So if Shawn Bradley, if you're up and moving around, why can't you give us the unveil? Show us what you're working with. Okay? You always wanted to be a woman. We want to see if you got that body sculpted as a man or as a 36, 24, 36. Oh, it's a winning hand. I want to see. Last time Shawn Bradley said he got liposuction, he said he had to tell the people, every person he met, that he had liposuction because no one could tell. No one could tell. So this time we asking for a little more, Shawn Bradley. We know you've been siphoning off the money from the club chat, right? So we want you to show these people what they spend their money on. Some of them may say, well, hell, if he can get some of that fat off that ass, girl, maybe it's worth it. It won't be so hard to look at. Shawn Bradley, all you got to do is pull away from the camera, stand up, and let us see. Because it ain't going to get no better, baby. This is it. This is it. The moment you waited for. Shawn Bradley, you already planning your barbecues with beef and pig, chicken, fried chicken. So this ain't going to be but a minute, right? So we need to see it when it's fresh. Because you can use your body. You can use your displaced, your ill-shaped body. You can use that to inspire others. Because many of us struggle with weight. Come on, way, baby. Many of us have struggled with weight. Let me show you. Many of us. Stop looking at my ass. Stop looking. Hey, 24, 36, 36. Ow, that's a winning hand. Use a brick. How? She mighty. Just letting it all hang out. Brick. We all got a little something extra, baby. So we need you to inspire us and to let us know that this works before and after. Because if it don't work, what's the point in doing it, darling? We're trying to figure out. We know you want to be a woman. Let me do another rendition. If I was a woman and you were my man, you'd have no other woman. You'd be meek as a lamb. If I had the strength to walk out the door, my heart would overrule my sense, and I call you back for more. If I was your woman. If I was your woman and you were a man. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Here's what I do. I never, no, stop loving you. I was your woman, your sweet loving woman. Who you do it for? Did you do it for Steve? Because if your camera is always up like this, you always got that ugly face right up in it, like, like this. Who, and your whole life is based around YouTube and Patreon and Zoom. Who is going to see this fantastic figure you're putting together? Because you make your living as a telemarketer. That means you're on the phone. So the people who your customers, they don't see you. You more than likely work from home, so your co-workers don't see you. Your whole life is on the internet, so we don't see you. So we're trying to figure out, what exactly are you doing? Are you telling us that you are actually going in there and pulling all these gallons of fat out your ass just for Vegas? Do you really think, Bradley, that them women that come there to see your body? Girl, they're only there for the clam bake, your mouth. Ain't nobody interested in you. Well, maybe D. Ramsey. She might be. I don't know. Her and the Leo, the lioness monster, they might be interested in you. But ain't nobody else interested in your stomach. So we're trying to figure out, what are you doing it for? Has Steve given you an ultimatum? He said, listen, baby, you're going to have to take off at least 20. I can't do this no more. I'm sorry. Even though I know you're just a dick sucker, I cannot do this anymore with you at that size. Because it has to be for Steve. There's never any mention of anybody else wanting you. So what are you doing it for? So now, if you can show us, if you can stand up in the camera, darling, and show us that it actually has made a difference. Girl, maybe we can just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. God can handle it better than you can. Leave it alone. What y'all think? How come I don't have no chat over here? What is the T? My chat. Oh, there you are. See, I clicked on something and came on. Hey, people, good morning. No, this is not the kind of stuff you want to hear early on Sunday morning. I'm sorry. But we done waited 3-4 days now. I think he should be able to climb out of it. If he can go to the supermarket and he can go down to get him massages and all that, he could certainly stand his ass up in front of this camera and let us see what all the hype was about. We've heard about the lipo. Many ladies would keep that to themselves, but we've been hearing about it. Is it too much to ask? Is it too soon to ask? Could you please show us what you do? We don't want to see the scars. Oh no, honey. Don't pull nothing up. But we want to see if not only is the stomach down, so girl, are those titties? Were they able to do anything with them breasts? We want to know if all this is gone now. If all that is gone, 38-year-old man. We want to know if all that. We want to see. So maybe he can inspire us. Because many of us have weight problems. I just showed you what I'm working with. Many of us, but we would have to be inspired. We would have to see someone that we know, and we saw them the day before the knife and the day after the knife. And you could, a lot of ladies would say, you know what? I don't give a damn what nobody thinks about it. It makes sense, right? But as long as you're hiding down under that camera like this, girl, we don't know if you are a brick house or Porky Pig, honey. We want to know. Good morning, people. Kim Williams. Trolletta. Oh, why you call yourself a Trolletta? You ain't gonna be doing no stunts, are you, Trolletta? April Aries and Fraser Laurie. I think it would be helpful. People. Show us I can just see if you show us, we know how awkward your body was built before, with it all pushed out in the front and in the back and the titties hanging down over it. We saw all that, right? Although they have to go back to one of your old clips to catch you in the moment because you're always down under the camera, right? So we wanted to see that day, and then we want to see the immediate after the surgery, because immediately after that's when it's going to get best for you. It's not like is there swelling got to go down and all these excuses. There's none of that, honey. Whatever they sucked out, that's out. That's the maximum you're going to get, right? But you'll be eating chitlings and goddamn pork rinds and everything else by next week. So it'll already start the process of getting back there, right? So we want to see immediately, Shawn Bradley, help these people. They helped you. They paid for it, right? Help them. Maybe you will inspire them. Maybe there's people in there been big for years, honey. Say, I don't know. I give up. I had diet after diet after diet after diet. I'm fucked it. I'm through. Maybe if they can just see, God damn, look at that boy. That boy was a wildebeest yesterday. And look at him now. That's powerful. There's power in that. Mm-hmm. Good morning, people. Y'all remember the brick house in 1978? She knows she got everything that a bottom needs to get a man. Hey, how can she lose with the stuff she used? 36, 24, 36. Oh, what a winning hand. Hi, Hypnotic Touch, and Rhonda McGee. Good morning, people. Let's see. You dropped out the bushes, ladies, Jasmine. Okay. Aren't you guys curious? Wouldn't you like to see it? I mean, you know how they're gonna be. Oh, I don't just show my body. Oh, I just the swelling got to go down. No, girl, it ain't that much swelling in the world, honey. When they pull that damn tube out your ass, that's the skinniest you're gonna get. So we're saying to you, Shawn Bradley, it's time for you to get back to the community now. Since these ladies have paid for your adventure, you could at least show them what they paid for. Okay? You could at least, because you might help people. Don't you understand that, boy? It's time to do something for someone else. Say, look, ladies, look. Look, they don't shake no more. That's something. You're going to lay back on the side talking your shit. You said you just came back from the supermarket to the plan for the big dinner. Now, is that what the doctor told you to do? Go home and make plates of ribs, chicken, pork, all the same 3 days after you get out the goddamn hospital? So we want to see now. That's my point. Let me see. I was up listening to my gospel music this morning. Made me feel so good. Brought me back. Took me way back, Lord, back down memory lane. I see you standing there, such a great big old bear. A stomach beyond compare. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, not a bottom. Are you serious? Chocolate Rose, that's all that child talks about is his bottom status, honey. He done made music recordings. He done comedy albums. He done everything to tell the whole world that he's a bottom. Unfortunately, nobody's interested in you a bottom or not. You said you had Steve down the street to come and hit it. So we're suggesting you let Steve hit it, honey, because I don't think anybody else wants to hit it, right? But he is constantly talking about, don't you hear his hit record? Was a hit only to him, maybe him and Club Chat. To lick it like a cone and turn his boy pussy on. What kind of a top is turning their boy pussy on? Doesn't a pussy have natural juices in it? What is in an asshole? And you want somebody to lick it? Girl. Oh, hold on. Sean Bradley, I got a few dollars put away. If you can convince me that you went into that place looking like Elmer Fudd and you came out looking like Megan Thee Stallion, honey, in one day, then maybe I go in my piggy bank. I'll say, well, girl, they're going to talk about me for following behind somebody else. But maybe I would go into my piggy bank. And you mean to tell me I can go just like I was going to work one day and the next day, 36, 24, 36. But most men would ask for straight up and down 36, 36, 36, or 24, 24, 24. We don't want the curves, right? But since he's a woman or believes that he is a woman and he is a hardened, confirmed bottom, and he wants to be treated like a bottom. Sean Bradley is the type of a man that when somebody goes to try to pleasure him or reaches for his instrument, no matter what size it is, he's the kind of person who turns his back away. Oh, I don't use that. Please don't look at it. This morning, he slipped and told us his next hit record, right? That he done told off the other ones, all about sex, which he ain't having, or we would certainly hear about it because he can't talk about it now. Anyway, his next record is he don't want no titties on his back. That's his the cut he's working on now. So are you being prejudiced, Sean Bradley? Are you saying you don't want these girls back there, the trans women? Are that supposed to be a dig at the trans girls? That they can't fuck like everybody else? If you let D-Rent, anyway, let me calm down. What was I singing? Oh, I was listening to this morning. God, deliver me. All I seem to do is hurt me. Help me say, God. don't do it, honey. Happy birthday, China doll. I saw it was your birthday yesterday. What is it? Okay. Yesterday is your birthday, China doll. You've been so faithful over here. What is your Cash App? If the other people want to bless you, that's okay. I myself want to take a moment and bless you. Happy birthday, China doll. Okay. Can you put your Cash App in the chat, darling, please? Mm-hmm. Happy birthday, oh China. Happy birthday to you. Mm-hmm. Y'all say happy birthday to China doll. She's always around. Mm-hmm. Okay, what does it say? China doll 25. That ain't it, is it? Oh, no. We're waiting for China doll's Cash App. Well, we know you ain't poor. You don't need no money. Well, but you can always get a dress or something on us, right? Honey, pay a light bill or something. Where's she at? Is she being shy? If any of y'all know her Cash App, please post it. Okay, maybe we'll get it in a minute. So what else is going on? I see the boy was up at 5 o'clock this morning, child. So we're just saying, Sean Bradley, why can't you? What is the big deal about standing there? What is wrong with telling the damn truth? That is the title of my first novel, Love and Gospel Music. What's wrong with telling the damn truth? Just tell the truth. Just stand up. Say, okay, well, it didn't take this time. Okay, well, at least this time you can tell. It used to be. And put up before and after. You're so good at doing these split screens when you're trying to come for people's lives and things. Let's do one on you. Stand back from the camera. Show us full body what you looked like last week and show us full body today. We'll make exception for the 1/4 inch of bandage. We don't want to see no flesh. Don't show us no scars, because some of us have a hard time with nightmares, and it's hard for us to eat after we've seen certain things, right? So we don't want to see no scars. Put your wife beater on or something, and just show us the result. You could help the children, right? You could inspire them. Your doctor might even give you a little bit of that change that you stole from the club chat. He might give you a little bit of that back for the trip. Because people, maybe I'm the only one that wonders. I said, I know this boy is not sitting up here getting cut into for no goddamn weekend in Vegas. I mean, how many people are actually going to be paying any attention to your goddamn stomach, boy? Right? Unless they're just making it rain so hard over there that you just got it extra. I don't know. Okay, some people are compulsive liars. Is that what it is? It's just lies? Mm-hmm. Okay, Uncle Timmy, my birthday was the 19th. Oh, happy birthday, Rhonda McGee. You saved me birthday, and it took it to work, and all the nurses on the wing was laughing. They said, that boy can't sing at all. What's wrong with him? Yes, happy birthday, Rhonda. It's good to have birthdays, honey. The older you get, the more you appreciate them. Just about to email you, but you're live. Almond Brown. Okay. Almond Brown, you asked me to read your book on my channel, and I'll start. Oh, okay. So Almond Brown is going to be reading my first novel. Where's it at? My first novel. I didn't lie about the name. Can you get the... I always can't show shit on here. I'm trying to get the subtitle. Anyway, it's called Love and Gospel Music. You see this? You see my little picture up there? That's me. See Timothy Blaine? And these are the ladies and gentlemen. It's primarily a coming-of-age story. But don't think that it's about anything about gospel. There's plenty of worldly people there. Because God came to save the sinners, not the holy. Almond Brown will be starting to read that book on tomorrow night. So please, y'all go over there and enjoy it. I like people to read when people read, because if you just hear a little bit of something, sometimes you become inspired. Maybe I should check that book out and just read it. So far, I don't really believe that my fiction work has been truly appreciated yet. It ain't had its season. But my The Meth Monster, now that went further than I ever dreamed it would go. The Meth Monster, I think it's at 7,000 copies sold now. That's a lot for a self-published author and for a first book. But these books here, especially Love and Gospel Music, is so much reality intertwined into this story, right? So if you read Meth Monster, you will certainly see similarities to this person. That's how writers generally start. They start with what they know. And then the other books, as it gets further on, you get more into fiction. But I think it's a great novel. Okay, y'all check her out tomorrow. Almond Brown. She reads books. She just finished all of the whole series of James Caldwell's books, which I also read that. I'm trying to get back into reading myself. The only problem with me is I listen to audiobooks, and it seems like I'm asleep before I get to a damn chapter. So we might have to just sit up sometimes and read. Thank you, Hababa Duvall. Said she'll listen. She's a good reader. She's a good dramatic reader too. I think she'll enjoy that. I will definitely come over and talk to the children. Be quiet, boy. My Squeenie still can't get his damn haircut. He can't get his haircut until the 11th. Can you believe that? I had to wait a month and a half to get an appointment with the damn. I mean, there are other groomers around the city, but that's the only one in walking distance. Mm. They say she. Well, trying to think of another song about beautiful bodies and things. Down in old New Orleans, strutting herself. She said, "Hey, hello, Joe. You want to give it a go? Get ya, ay, ay, gaga. Get ya, ay, ay, gi. Mono soko like, ay, ay, ay." Y'all gonna see Sean Bradley on the dance floor. I'm trying to think of who is going to see his lipo except for this damn 2-day trip. Would you, baby, calm down, okay? That's what the ZT monster say. He said, "Calm down, calm down." Be quiet. Sing with joy in your heart. I would listen to I Won't Complain. You don't realize how much you miss church until you see them get happy on one of these videos. Or you hear the music. The music is a bigger part of it to me than preaching is, to be honest. I mean, how often can you say this is the exact same thing? How many thousands of years can you say that and make it interesting? No matter how charismatic the preacher is, they're basically still telling you the story of the prodigal son. You should know it by now. But I find the music inspirational. What else we got here? Deliver me. I hope Leandria is doing good. You know, she had her struggle and she announced it and she went into program and all that. And then she came out with a hit record. But I hope she's doing well and flying on her own now. Let me see something. I'm going to see who else is over here. So don't y'all think that boy hasn't enjoyed people talking about him for this whole week. He loves it. It is what he lives. He popped up at 5 o'clock this morning back online to make sure. Keep it going, motherfuckers. How to keep him mad. The one he made 5 o'clock this morning is called "How to Keep Them Mad." They mad, y'all. They mad. Why they mad? They mad, y'all. Shout out to Tracy. He want to keep them mad now. He talking all this shit about Tracy, but obviously he's trying to mimic her song now. How to keep them mad, how to keep them talking about us. They talking about us. They talking about us. I don't see nothing else interesting. I see Flame Monroe is making the rounds. Flame Monroe is making the rounds, and Miss Monique has made an announcement. She do not want to see you women wearing no more bonnets. She is dictating what women will wear. She said, "I don't want to see no bonnets." She was at the airport. She said she was at the airport in Atlanta, right? So she's out there in the South, and she said there was so many bonnets at the airport. She couldn't. She was disgusted. And house shoes. And she said, "Well, at least comb your hair." And Monique, first of all, you ain't got no powers. Ain't nobody taking off their bonnet because you found it displeasurable. You are a celebrity, Miss Monique. That means that if you go to the airport with a bonnet and house shoes on, you're likely to end up on TMZ, right? So you don't have no choice, Monique. Even when you're back in Los Angeles, I think she's in LA area, you can't go to the Safeway in rollers, honey. You can't do it because that is part of being a celebrity. You have seen these ladies trying to take a swim in their own swimming pool behind their own house where they pay the mortgage and the taxes. And people that come up through the bushes to be to get a picture. They can get $20,000 for a picture. They can get $100,000 for big celebrities, but maybe they get $300 or $400 to take a picture. So the standard is different for celebrities, Monique. And also you have to remember this. You are in the South. People have different standards for fashion depending on where you are. So maybe in LA, you don't hardly ever see a woman out in public with a bonnet on. But that says nothing about what they do in Atlanta or Mississippi or all the southern states who seem to want to favor these bonnets. That is their fashion. You think many men do not appreciate the way these young black people wear their pants down around their ass? That whole ass is out. Sometimes they got cigar stains in their drawers and all that. We tried and tried and tried. Pull your pants up. They had whole goddamn Bill Cosby coming on, doing a whole campaign. Pull your drawers up. Pull your pants up. It's disgusting. All that. Did it change anything? No, it made it more permanent. Now they've been sagging for over 30 years. Now imagine a fashion that lasts 30 years. Most men's fashions, their little fads, they last 7 years. Men's fashions change every 7 years. And when they change, at least for business people, they don't change that much. Their tie, the size of the tie, the width of the tie will change, and the shirt collar will change slightly. And the lapel will change every 7 years. It'll get a little thinner, so if you're smart, you just hold on to them. Or it'll get a little wider, right? A couple years ago, they were wearing them little monkey suits, the little tiny suits that barely come past your goddamn waist. Okay, that was the fad. But you'll notice that people are not wearing it anymore. It's gone. But for some reason, the sagging of the pants has lasted since I lived in Los Angeles. I've been in San Francisco for 30 years. So it's lasted that long. They have been sagging for 30 to 35 years, honey. It didn't help anything. So if you don't want the ladies to be wearing bonnets, I don't think you should be coming on here telling them what to do. Let's say it like that. Apparently, in the South, many cities in the South, it is the fashion that these women are wearing bonnets. Sometimes bonnet looks better than some of the less expensive wigs. When you just throw something on your head, it might even be a little better just to throw a bonnet on as opposed to just shaking something off. So they ain't gonna do what you say, Miss Monique. Maybe they were just you paid attention to it because you were in a different state and different city, honey. That's all that is. I'm sure they're doing things in New York City right now that we don't do in LA. I've seen some fashions. I went home to Indianapolis, whatever the last time was, and they had all this big Fat Albert's clothes on. I said, well, goddamn, we stopped wearing that shit 10 years ago. But that was the current fashion in that city. Okay? So maybe she'll make it her part of her routine. She's there working, apparently. So we'd rather hear you talk about taking bonnets off your head than talking about other A-list celebrities sucking your peen, if you had one. Now she got all these braids. You think these people got time for all that kind of shit, no, Monique? Girl, they ain't got time to be sitting up in no chair for 9 hours getting all that shit put on, girl. To go where? They're just picking somebody up at the airport, child. But you can't do it, Monique. So that's one thing. That's one sacrifice of being a celebrity. Because we would definitely be laughing at your ass if we saw you anywhere in a house coat, a moo-moo, pajamas, and furry stock. Although I think if I was a woman, I would wear me some of those Aretha Franklin slippers. Mm-hmm. Who gonna get me? I ain't worried about these freaks, honey. Baby. Could you please consider? Child. Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay. When I say uh-oh, he means something. There's about to be some movement. Mm-hmm. Let me see. But Black women do have time for our hair. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, let people be who they want to be, honey. If they want to wear a bonnet, let them wear a bonnet. If they think it looks good, that's why they bought it. It's their money. Are you going to go down to the factory and work for them? Shit, it's their money. Buy what the hell they want to buy. You're not going to be a point about the sagging thing. That's been around for over 30 years. And everybody was break. They had video after video after video after video after celebrity telling people, pull their pants up. They even had clips where these people done robbed the bank and running. They're running from the police, and they still got the pants sagging. How you gonna be running from a bank robbery girl holding your pants up? But that's how committed they are to that. And you know what? At first, it was all these black kids, these urban black kids doing that. Mexicans do it, Chinese do it, white guys do it. They all doing it now, honey. So you didn't win. We lost that one. They wear what they want to wear, shower caps, whatever. Some people are more feminine than other people too. Some people, honey, they don't leave the house without full makeup, full nails, beautiful clothes. That's their style. And not only with black people, but all kind of people. And some people, if you go to the supermarket, excuse me. This is not going to work. Get it, bum. Get it, bum, out here. Oh, y'all get ready to look. I got the little tight shirt on. Hold on. Stop looking at my ass. Come on. Get your bum, boy. Get it, bum, out here. She my just letting it all hang out. Sean Bradley, you can convince me, baby. Bring your ass out here looking good with a flat stomach, honey. I might run down there, empty my pinky bank, child. But you would have to show me. Let's pretend I'm from Missouri. Let's pretend I'm from the show me state. Running your mouth about how grand you are because you did it, that don't mean nothing, girl. Last time you said they didn't even know. Sagging. Spell it backwards. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. I never put that together. Nappy child. Nappy child says sagging. And she's inviting us to do an experiment. She's saying spell sagging backwards. That's cold. Well, at least spell with an I instead of an E. Mm-hmm. Pull up them pants. Y'all see what I got? When my pants start dropping off, as you get into a certain age, your pants gonna drop off your ass anyway. You can't figure out what size you wear anymore. 36 is too tight. 38 is too loose. Your goddamn stomach is pushing out. Funny style. I'm gonna have to get me a new chair. I'm very uncomfortable. I don't usually sit in this chair that much. Anyway, your body's funny style. So I said, well, these suspenders make it all easy. They make sure my pants stay up, honey. I am not trying to sag my 63-year-old ass. The good thing about being older, you have an excuse. You can say, well, hell, I'm an old man. Shit. Why I got to be pretty? He gonna just wear a waist trainer talking about the He probably gonna still need the waist trainer, Lady X, because the lipo is gonna leave all that loose skin there, child. He gonna need he gonna need the waist trainer to hold the loose skin in to make it appear to be flat. Stupid ass boy. So who is he lipoing for? What's his husband name? What's that boy? The mystery man. The unseen husband name. What's his name? He always throws him up, mentioning my husband, my husband. If he was your husband, honey, he'd be down in the next room typing, or he'd be down in the kitchen cooking, honey. How you gonna have a husband and y'all don't live in the same house for 10 years? I can understand you getting with somebody and y'all trying to see how it works and everything. And you live separately for a while. You got to be sure of who you're moving in with, right? And generally speaking, you probably want to get a place with somebody, but he's been through a couple, 2-3 places since he's been with this guy, apparently. What I'm saying is this: if you have any kind of a real relationship where you are lovers, you are like married people, you would think if you are a married couple, you would want to live in the same house. Now, they say older couples, they may live in a separate bedroom, but a whole different house. Come on, how's that your lover, your partner? That ain't shit. That's your boyfriend. You've got a boyfriend for 10, or how much did he say? 10, 15 years, something like that. Girl, is he going to be impressed that you took some off your stomach? And if you ain't going to show us online, you're going to be falling back on, oh, why I got to show you my stomach? Oh, why I got to do this? Oh, why did you do it then? If nobody's supposed to see it, why do it? You're a telemarketer. You sit at home. Nobody sees you here. Nobody sees you at work. You have no co-workers. Who in the hell is supposed to see this stuff except for Vegas? He is so embarrassed to show up in Vegas looking like a shamu. I don't think nobody gives a shit, Sean Bradley. Unless you're actually really hitting D. Ramsey, I don't know who else would even notice, to be honest. To be honest, honey. Find something else to do with that money, child. You could have put that in the savings account, so when you are about to face the next foreclosure or bankruptcy, you can have something put away, honey. And instead of going and keep getting all these liposuctions. Y'all hear that story about the girls? Some girl, she went down to Mexico to get a discount liposuction and died. And not only did she die, several other women had taken ill because the man wasn't even a doctor. Who was that guy? Kanye West. Did his mom go in for plastic surgery of some sort and end up dying from plastic surgery? It's dangerous. I can understand it if you were a great big old guy or something, child. What's he running on there for that for? It happens to be right before Club Vegas, whatever you call it. I'm surprised he didn't do it for before Florida. She said she's gonna be on TV. No more than likely. Even with that, you're just showing this part of you. Only reason people know I'm fat because I show them I'm fat. You know, whatever. Shawn needs his Jesus. Maybe his spirit is the answer for him, honey. He needs to improve his spiritual life instead of playing with God and doing Reverend Leroy impressions. Mm-hmm. And then they say some of the girls in club chat, they ain't not no hourglass figures, honey. You fit right in. Nobody be paying you no attention about your goddamn stomach, child. So who are you trying to impress is the question, Sean Bradley. The women are straight women, I assume. You are gay. You say you have a boy pussy. So what is who? Whatever. I ain't gonna ever understand everything. China Doll, did you put your thing up there? Let me see. I know some of y'all prideful. Y'all don't want to know. Well, maybe she don't want to be bothered. Whatever. We still wishing you happy birthday. We are still wishing you happy birthday, honey. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Ow. Baby. Let's get together. Honey. Me and you. Ow. Do the things. Ow. Do the things that we like to do. Ow. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your. I wonder if he got his booty done. With lipo, do they just do the stomach? Is that it? Or do they do the titties? Because he got a problem with issue with the titties. And I don't know about that booty he's always talking about. I don't know. Maybe he should just leave that alone, whatever it is. But do they take arms out and fat wherever it's at on your body? I don't know. I don't know why he said he did it last time and nobody could tell he did it. The only way they know he had liposuction is if he told them. Right. And I don't think the boyfriend, Steve's the name. I don't know if Steve want to be moving up all that extra skin in order to play with your people. Well, you can't play with that. You're not allowed to play with that. You got to turn you around. So if you always on your stomach, Bradley, Steve ain't even got to be subjected to it, honey. I'm still asking, then why do it? then why do it, girl? It wasn't big enough to cause you any health problems. You're so vain. You probably think this video's about you. You're so vain. I bet you think this video's about you. Don't you? Don't you? And now you came in to the movie like you were walking onto the sun. Mama, I used to like your song. It isn't all it seems. At 17, we all play the game, and when we dare cheat ourselves, inventing lovers on the phone, and small town girls murmur vague obscenities. It isn't what it seems, and ugly duckling girls like me. Shawn Bradley, were you feeling like an ugly duckling girl? You should have said, baby, doc, let's not do the lipo this year. Let's see what we can do about this face. Maybe we can stitch the lips or something, make them look more human, honey. Christy! Christy! I don't know what they can do with that face, boy, but they need to do something on the upper part. So that's all that's ever exposed to anybody, right? The face. It's amazing, these faces things, right? Because we all basically have the same thing. We all basically have eyeballs. We all have eyebrows. We have a nose. We have a mouth, right? We all have ears. But just the slightest thing turns a person from being beautiful to being hideous. Some people are very ugly. And don't buy into this shit about it's about light skin, because light skin does not make you attractive, honey. Oh, no. That's just the color of your skin. Beauty, true beauty, is just a tweak, a slight tweaking by God. The way the eyes just slant just ever so slightly. The nose is maybe a little bit more contoured. The changes in the person's face are very different, but it looks like his face is just a convergence of all the wrong things, because it all, I can't figure out exactly what it is that makes him so unattractive, so repulsive. I can't figure out what it is exactly. Because I mean, I ain't no beauty. I still got a nose. He got a nose. I mean, we all got a mouth. We got a mouth. What, got a chin kind of thing. But if you got your chin is slightly weird looking, and maybe your nose is a little too long or something, or maybe your eyebrows arch just slightly this way, whatever. And if you put all these bad features together, what you have is a creature. What you have is Shawn Bradley. Right? Is that cruel? Not considering the things that come out of his mouth. See, there's a difference. It doesn't mean the same thing when you're speaking about a person who speaks so horribly about other people. So that gives us permission to say whatever the fuck we want to say about him. He doesn't realize that. You see, respect demands respect. But when you don't respect nobody, how can you expect to have the respect of other people? Right? Mm-hmm. You looking at my stuff? What stuff? Oh, apartment stuff? Or you looking at my stuff? My breast is Baby, that's one good thing about being old. You ain't got to worry about nothing. If I want to go to the airport with a bonnet on my head, ain't nobody gonna be paying no attention to me. They said we won't pay no attention to you anyway. The Teej Lounge, I have no clue. There are so many pretty options. What's wrong with wearing a pretty tied scarf? Got a nice one off Etsy last week. Okay. Yeah, it depends on what you like, honey. You work, it's your money. You buy whatever the hell you want to wear. That's your style. If she don't appreciate your style, because you got to remember, Monique, you ain't got that shit sucked out your ass all that long ago either. Really. So now you have all the judgment about how every woman's supposed to look and how everybody's supposed to wear their hair, everybody's supposed to do all that. But if we just turn back the pages, just a few short years ago, girl, look how you were presenting yourself. So you can do whatever the hell you want to do, and then you want to determine what everyone else does as well. No, honey, you don't get to do that. It ain't working. He gonna wear a waist trainer. Okay, I'm behind now. Hold on, I read that before. Ooh, skin. Steve. I don't know how you do it, bro. Power to the people, man. I don't know how you do that, dog. If Steve even exists, child, there's so many of these queens. They've been together a long time. They have not had no desire to move in with each other, right? Steve might have took a look at them damn bankruptcies and said, "Oh, honey, you not bring your ass over here destroying my life. You keep your business over there. I'll keep mine over here." That could very well have happened. Also, a lot of people in my age bracket, if both of them are on Social Security, they may choose to keep their benefits separate. I'm paying $150 over here. You paying $150 over there. Why are we going to go buy a regular place and we're paying $1,000, $1,500? No, I'll keep my place. You keep your place. Hopefully they'll be far enough apart where we can spend some time with your place, my place. But they have a reason. There's a reason for this. Apparently this boy just lives around the corner from Steve. Now, after 10 years, wouldn't you want to be with the love of your life? I mean, wouldn't you want to be under the same roof with him? Or don't say that's my husband then. That is my boyfriend. Somebody I keep time with. Are you really still having sex with him even? I mean, Bradley is so nasty. I don't see how he could be monogamous with somebody. The only reason he'd be monogamous with somebody is if nobody else wanted him, right? If if he can't get it nowhere else, I guess he go knocking on Steve's door again. He said, "Oh no, not tonight, buddy. I told you." Okay. Let me call the police on your ass. He called me Trap House Timmy. Why am I a Trap House Timmy? I ain't no damn Trap House nigga. Honey, I got what I need, baby. I got what I want. Yeah, I got it. And I live in San Francisco. Maybe just only the people in San Francisco and the people in New York City and LA, we don't only want to understand. You don't, and you live in these cities, you don't live like other people, honey. We ain't got no big old houses and stuff like that. What that boy described to me, this apartment probably rents for more than his whole damn house. That's just the way it is. It's a reality. So I won't complain. I've had some good times. I've had some hills to climb. Sometimes I question, Lord, why so much pain? Oh, when I look back, baby, I will not complain. If y'all could have seen some of them dives I was running in and out of in my old life, honey, I would say, thank you, Lord. Fold my hands. Thank you, Lord. I won't complain. Oh, girl, I don't need no 6-bedroom house, child. I don't know what I would do with that. I don't even like vacuuming 1 bedroom. Do what you want to do, paper. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you who to sock it to. Hear me now. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. Don't let me tell you who to do your thing to now. If you want me to love you, maybe I will. Believe me, woman. There are a lot of people moving out of San Francisco now because what they discovered through COVID is they can do their job anywhere. I mean, we always kind of generally knew that, but these companies have been able to function with the people moving out of California, living somewhere else like Texas, where the house price is a fourth of what it is here. Why stay here and live in a 1-bedroom studio apartment? They have got so many studio apartments in San Francisco. You may look at a building on the outside. You say, oh, look at that big old house. You don't realize that's 6 different units in that house, honey. That's just the way it is here. You have it. You can make your choice. Some people use, especially if they have a family. When they have a family, they almost have to move out to find places. But you can go to places you can't get anything in San Francisco for less than $1 million. Nothing. It's a choice. I say I'm a single. Hey, Spilly Boy TV. Thank you for that session on yesterday. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I love to hear me an old cleanup. I keep trying to tell these people, the more you know people, the more dangerous you are. Why? Because you know so much about them. There's so much more ammunition you have to use. Right? Steve constantly reminds him that he is beneath him. So Shawn Bradley is beneath Steve. Well, maybe Steve pays his bills. Maybe Steve is not doing these bankruptcies and these foreclosures every couple of years, honey. And he said, no, honey. I said, no. Ow, you won't fuck me up. I say, no. Oh, no, you won't do it. You won't do it. Steve says, honey, and you will take care of my sister. You're going to pay me for this dick one way or the other, baby. They probably, that boy, he ain't messing with him, honey. If Steve was in love with Shawn Bradley, he could not resist wanting to live in the same house with him. That's my belief is. Yeah. He got a girlfriend he can go and do a movie with. They like to eat. They can go do a barbecue with. But Steve said, I want my own, baby. I'm not mixing no finances with you. I know too much about you, baby. I've seen it. I've seen it all. I know what you are. I know what you are. All right, Steve. Right on, brother. Happy Memorial Day weekend to you too, Spilly Boy TV. Well, y'all say happy Memorial Day to Spilly Boy TV. I forgot this was a holiday. That shows you how little I celebrate, honey. Memorial Day. That's for the brothers who served this country. Right. Honor the people. I had 2 uncles to serve. They wouldn't take me because I forget what it was. Oh, when my mama found out I was gay, she made it so hard on me one week that I went down there and tried to enlist in the damn army, honey, and they wouldn't take me. They wouldn't take me because when I was a child, we used to live in these projects, right? It was an all-white neighborhood, and right in the middle of the white neighborhood, it was a project where all these black people are, right? It was a brand new project. And so we would go out of the project on adventures, right? Me and my buddies. And we stumbled onto this lumber yard. Yes, so I was a criminal from way, way back. We stumbled onto this lumber yard, right? In the neighborhood. We were exploring the new neighborhood kind of thing. And apparently we climbed the fence, got in. We were in this like a break room, and they had all of these sodas like stacked up outside of the machine, whatever. This is where I guess the people took their breaks, whatever. The lumberyard was closed. It was on a Sunday. And so we started stealing from this sodas and shit from the break room. And apparently we had set off a silent alarm. Now I was 10. This was before the molestation, so I was definitely 10 years old. And my buddies around the same age. When we heard the cops coming, we saw them at the gate. We ran to jump over the fence to get out of there, right? It was the same fence we came over, but I had the cops were right behind us. So I jumped straight over the fence and broke. My legs snapped like this. It was, my legs were like this. Top part of my leg, and broke the femur and the tumor and the femur, or whatever the hell, 2 words that rhyme. Tore my leg up, right? And they had to put a cast on it for a year. And when it took the cast off, I had varicose veins in that leg starting at 10 years old, right? So when I went to enlist in the Army, they wouldn't take me because I had varicose veins. That's one of the things that disqualifies you. I just wanted out of Indianapolis so bad. I would have done anything, honey. So I'm so glad that God protected me, honey. Because I'd have no interest in no Army. The week before we had our run-in, I hadn't even thought about no Army. Anyway, that leg is still fucked up. But that's the only reason I didn't end up in there. He has lived. I don't know if that's what I would want to be living like, but at least he lived. Federal holiday in the U.S. for honoring and monitoring military personnel. Of course. I mean, we should honor them. People have given up their lives, even the ones who made it back. They did it for us. I don't know why people feel the need to tell Tim all the 8 people shit John Bradley said about him. I love it when he talks shit about me. Good, honey. That gives me justification for coming after his ass. It don't bother me, honey. Think about no goddamn Shawn Bradley. It tickled me when he was talking about he's gonna come beat me up all the time. That really broke my side up. Sometimes I've been watching it. You go to what, nigga? He's a vet, baby. That don't mean we gotta kiss his ass forever, honey. He's still an asshole. He may be a vet and an asshole. So we honor the part that's a vet. For all of them, even our worst enemies. We thank them for being willing to fight for this country. But that ain't got nothing to do with them being an asshole here in America, honey. Mm-hmm. You got to have soldiers. I mean, I hate the idea of war and people killing each other and all that kind of stuff. But you got to have soldiers, honey. Somebody's willing to fight for you. So, yeah, we ain't mad at that part. You think I would have done well? I think, no, I don't know I would have done well in the military because I had no interest in the military. I had no interest in the military. And I was this gay thing was looming so heavy in my life that I was in such a hurry. What I really wanted to do was get back to LA. I went to LA, my car messed up. My mother had co-signed for my car. She said, you got to bring a car back because I co-signed for it. I'm responsible. So I brought the car back to Indianapolis and I got stuck in Indianapolis and I wanted out of there so bad. My mama went in her closet and she said, Tim, what's wrong now? It looked like somebody been in my closet. You haven't been messing with my dresses, have you? That's how she was treating me, right? She was making it bad on her brother. So I just want to get out of her house, honey. That was a bad rash. That was a decision I made on a dime. That would never have worked out. I probably wouldn't even made it in there. I'm scared he gonna get me. I wish the hell he would get. See, I would. I don't like. You can't be showing weapons and things on the net. Maybe it's a better thing, whatever. But believe me, people, I ain't worried about nobody coming up here and fucking with me. Right? I really ain't. God would look, catch him right in that doorway right there. They couldn't get out the doorway. They said, come on, we're going in the living room to fight. Oh, no, nigga, I'm through with you right. I'll tear that ass up. Whack it, motherfucker. What happened? Get up. No. Gonna beat me up. I wish the hell these niggas would, child. Mm-hmm. He's 73 and enjoying his retirement in Florida. Oh, your dad? Mm-hmm. That may be why Bradley is in a house. Him being a veteran could very well be the reason why he's in a house. Now, I don't know how that works, though, because they have probably put him in the first house, and he messed that one up. Then they put him in the second house, and he messed that one up. So I don't know if the military will keep giving them these VA loans where they don't make no down payment at all, and they have the lowest possible interest rate. That is something they do for pretty much anybody who has served in military, right? I don't know how many times they do that. Generally speaking, after you do it the first time, you should be able to take whatever equity you have if you want to move, and then you buy your own house, and then you buy your own house, then you buy your own house, whatever, because you build up all this equity. But if you're continually having bankruptcies and foreclosures, I don't know if they help you on your fourth house. But it could be that's why he got up in there, honey. I don't see him as being the type that's going to save any money. He out here buying lipo and shit. I don't think he's the type of person going to save anything. Right. They get benefits. They should get benefits, though. Now, that is the heartbreaking thing. If people have served this country, and many times they've even become disabled from it mentally or physically, and then you see it and they're homeless. Oh, that should never happen. That should never, ever happen. Right? So we ain't mad at that part. I was right. Arc corner from his house for 4 hours. You were right at the corner. 4 hours in full drag. You had to fight him in heels. He wouldn't even fight you in heels, honey. You know how hard it is to swing a hammer in heels? Oh, girl. And he still didn't want nothing. I wasn't even aware he wanted to fight me. If I'd known that he wanted some, I would have brought it to him. I said, baby, I'm here. We are here. We are here. We are here. James Caldwell, you probably wouldn't even have to come out your heels, honey. You could have beat his ass in heels. I've seen my girlfriends do it. Mm-hmm. Would you classify Shawn Bradley as a power bottom? Girl, I wouldn't classify Shawn Bradley as shit. I would probably could classify him as a trick. He probably has to pay somebody to have sex with him, honey. He is so undesirable and so nasty. So a power bottom is somebody, you get in the bed with them and they telling you, turn me over here. Oh yeah, and they're pushing and girl, they done knock your goddamn back out and shit. Okay, so can you slow down a minute? Damn. That's a power bottom. They want to have control from the bottom. But my opinion is, if you're being passive or submissive, be passive or submissive. When you go and giving me instructions and you going and pumping my goddamn thigh bone, she done broke my hip once. That girl done broke my hip twice. Ain't gonna bump no more, but no big ass woman. I ain't Joe Tex. Somebody take her. She's too much for me. That's my idea of a power bottom, right? They're not submissive. So they're very undesirable people, honey. A man wants to feel like he's a man when he's in bed. Among the gay life, a top wants to feel like he's the top. They don't want the bottom to be the top from the bottom. You understand that? That's what I'm talking about. He's not a woman. He don't know how to be submissive, child. So I can't imagine who would want to fuck Shawn Bradley, really. I just don't think that this lipo is going to do it. I don't see it. Unless they can lipo that face and lipo it into a machine and then spit it out as a different face completely. But you're right. He probably is a power bottom. I have thrown so many people out. Listen, back in my day, I used to have a lot of sex, right? But anytime I would encounter someone who is a aggressive bottom, I've always had to interrupt and say, baby, listen, this ain't working for me. You came here to get fucked. I feel like I'm getting fucked. Get out. Oh, I was just trying to. I said, get the fuck out. You know, those type of situations, bitch, because they turn you off so thoroughly. Nobody wants to have that thrown on them like that, child. Let a man be a man. And I hope, excuse me, I gotta watch my language. But I'm talking about a man, y'all know that, right? A man be a man. And a biatch. He keeps saying that Steve wants to have him. Girl. And then he's singing all these salacious songs. So trans, if y'all ain't got any trans in here, he announced this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning that his next song that he's working on now is called He Don't Want No Titties on His Back. So he's telling the girls, y'all ain't have none. Why not? A dick is still a dick, even when. Apparently, he lets D. Ramsey hit his shit. I don't know why people get body work done before their mouth. Before their mouth. They got to be something. What makes him so ugly? I don't understand it. He just doesn't look clean to me. When he puts those dirty little wigs on and stuff, the Party City wigs and all that, it's not like it was an attractive person with just a Party City wig on. He looks stank. I mean, what the hell is he doing? Is he doing some kind of George Clinton impression or something? So I don't understand everything. You know, God's in charge of all that. God can change a person, just change their mouth and change the arch of their eyes. And I never looked at you that way before. But he's ugly to me. He is certainly undesirable. Or maybe it's the person that, maybe he do better just don't say anything. Just walk around and keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing. Don't talk. We don't need to hear anything. And maybe then he could trick them to where they're actually in the process of having sex before they realize what they've crawled into bed with. Now, in the sex clubs, they'll tell you right at the door, no talking on the dance floor. The dance floor, that's the bed. When you go into the room with some guy, this is something from the gay world. Although they have those for straight people too. They don't want you talking on the dance. When you have it in the sex part of the place, they don't want you talking. They don't want to hear, oh, girl, who Miss Thang? They don't want to hear any of that, girl. Just go in there, shut up, do your business. And when you get outside in the parking lot, then you can talk. I think it was made for people like him. Okay? Anyway, people, I done run my mouth. And now it's go time to have some breakfast. That's it. Now you got it. Now, see, now that you know how to handle these suckers. I can only imagine his so-called husband puts a bag over Shawn Bradley's face and gets him to work right. And you know the S&M people, they got this ball. They put the red ball in the mouth and they got a strap on it, right? And they tied it around your head. In other words, you really don't have much to say in this situation. Shut the fuck up and do as you're instructed. That's what that whole thing is for, that ball in the mouth kind of thing. And you would have to have over him, I don't know what you would cover up. Just put the hood on the head and just have a little zipper there if you want to squirt in it. Y'all getting me getting nasty now. Goodbye, people. Not that ball, the gag ball. Yes, the gag ball, girl. No, they had the full hood. They even have a hood now that looks like a dog. So they ones want to eat out of doggy bowls and be dogs. Put that on him, girl. And now he gonna have that ugly ass body exposed with all these rows and rows and rows. Shawn Bradley, we hope that you saved enough money to have that extra skin dealt with. It's not very pretty. It's not very pretty, honey. Unless you plan on using caftans and things for the rest of your life. Get that goddamn skin fixed. He need one the size of a soccer ball. We're having a clam bake, a tropical clam bake. Y'all not gonna let me. I can see this where this is going. Hell no. Goodbye, people. I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh, sing a song. Seems we just got started. Now, before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Twinkle, twinkle, twink. Later.